Stop. Take a breath and ask yourself one question. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to wake up and know that money will never be a problem again? That you wouldn't have to look at any price tag? That you could buy whatever you want, whenever you want, without thinking? Well, let me tell you something. The reality of billionaires is crazier than you ever imagined. And what you're about to see in the next 6 minutes will blow your mind. We live in a world where 8 people own the same wealth as half of the global population. 8. You can count them on your fingers and have some left over. And while most people struggle to make ends meet, there are those who spend in one night what you wouldn't earn in your entire lifetime. But this is not a video for you to envy. This is a video for you to see what is possible. To understand what it really means to live without limits. Because billionaires don't live like you and me. They live on another planet. And today, you're going to visit it. Let's start with where they sleep. Because when you have that much money, a house isn't enough. You need a compound. A private property that looks like a small city. We're talking about mansions worth 50, 100, even $500 million. With 50 bedrooms, private cinemas with IMAX screens, giant bowling alleys, infinity pools that seem to merge with the ocean, tennis courts, basketball courts, spas, gyms, and even nightclubs inside the house. Some billionaires have underground tunnels to move around their property without being seen. Others have garages that look like luxury car dealerships, and the most eccentric ones have private museums with art worth more than entire countries. But the crazy part isn't what they have, it's what they do with it. Because most of these mansions sit empty for most of the year. They're bought for status, for investment. Because they can, and because... Why not? Let's move on to the toys. Because billionaires don't collect simple things. They collect experiences on wheels, on wings, and on water. First, the cars. We're not talking about a BMW or a Mercedes. We're talking about hypercars. $18 million Bugattis, Lamborghinis that only 10 exist in the world, Ferraris that get bought before they're even built. And they don't drive them just any day. They keep them locked in glass garages, like statues in a museum. Some pay thousands of dollars a month just on maintenance. Others hire people whose only job is to take them out once a week so the batteries don't die. Then there are the private jets. Because billionaires don't travel like us. They don't stand in lines. They don't wait. They have their own plane, their own crew, their own schedule, and in some cases, their own airport. The most luxurious jets have king-size bedrooms, marble bathrooms, hot showers at 40,000 feet. And yes, some even have a jacuzzi. And of course, we can't forget the yachts, the superyachts. Floating cities that cost hundreds of millions, with helipads, swimming pools, cinemas, nightclubs, and even private submarines. Because when you already have everything, why not go explore the ocean floor? But the craziest part isn't what they have. It's what they do. The experiences they live. Billionaires don't go on vacation to just any hotel. They rent entire private islands. Islands where there's no one else but them, their family, their guests, and an army of staff attending to them 24/7. Dining at an exclusive restaurant isn't just sitting down to eat. It's a multi-hour experience. Private chef. Ingredients flown in from another continent. Caviar. White truffle. Champagne worth thousands of dollars a bottle. And the parties. Billionaire parties are legendary. World-famous DJs hired just for them. Fireworks that last an hour. Guest lists that include presidents, royalty, and movie stars. Some rent entire stadiums for their children's birthdays. Others hire their favorite artists to play in their living room. And some, simply out of boredom, organize car races on private streets or superyacht competitions in the Mediterranean. And here comes the part that's hard to believe. Billionaires have so much money, that they literally give away amounts that would change your life. I'm not talking about charitable donations. I'm talking about daily expenses. Tips of thousands of dollars for a simple meal. Gifts of luxury cars for friends. Paying for employees' children's college education. There are stories of billionaires who have bought entire houses for their assistants, who have funded medical treatments for strangers, who have donated millions to museums, universities, and hospitals, and didn't even put their name on it. Because when money is no longer a problem, the problem becomes how to spend it. Some do it with purpose, others on whims, and others just accumulate it because they can, because it's their favorite sport. But not everything is rosy, because the life of billionaires also has a dark side. So here's my question for you. After seeing all this, do you still want to be a billionaire? Or do you just want to be free? Because freedom is not about how much you have. It's about how much you need. And the happiest people in the world are not always the richest. Sometimes, they're the ones who learn to be grateful with what they already have. But if you still want more, if you still dream of building your empire, then use this video as fuel, not as envy, as proof that it's possible, that someone did it, and that maybe you could be next. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, the only limit is the one you place on yourself. See you in the next video.